Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel and my page. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow page. Give this video a thumbs up. Electra had always been a shadow lurking on the edges of Luna's happiness. She watched every smile, every stolen moment of joy, every spark of light that Luna carried with her, especially now, with the secret life growing inside her. And when the confrontation finally exploded into the open, it wasn't with fists or screams or physical blows. It was with 5 words, so venomous, so cruel, so shattering, that they carved themselves into Luna's heart like a blade dipped in poison. Electra leaned in close, her lips curling with the kind of malice only someone obsessed with vengeance could carry, and whispered, "Your baby will die suffering." Those words were so vile that Luna's knees buckled beneath her, as if her own body had betrayed her spirit. She collapsed into a sobbing heap, her arms wrapping protectively around her still flat stomach, begging and pleading in raw desperation. "Please, Electra, don't do this. Don't punish my baby. Punish me if you must, but spare this innocent life." But Electra only smirked, savoring the sight of her rival undone. She enjoyed watching Luna's world crumble in real time, the crack in her voice, the salt of her tears, the absolute terror in her eyes. And as Luna begged harder, falling to the floor and clutching at Electra's ankles like a prisoner trying to hold on to hope, she repeated again and again, "Don't hurt my baby. Please. I'll give you anything. I'll walk away. I'll disappear. Just let my child live." But Electra had no mercy left inside her. She had been waiting for this very moment, to watch Luna crumble, to watch her light dim, to watch her spirit extinguish. With every plea, with every desperate gasp of breath, Electra twisted the knife deeper. She told Luna she was unworthy of motherhood, unworthy of love, unworthy of redemption. And that the one thing she cherished most, this unborn life, would be snatched away before it ever had a chance to take its first breath. Luna shook uncontrollably, her palms pressed together as though praying to both God and her tormentor. Tears streaked her face in rivers as she whispered, "Please, please, please," over and over until her voice was nothing but a broken rasp. Electra leaned down, her voice low, cold, and final, promising Luna that nothing she said or did could change her fate. And with that, she walked away, leaving Luna collapsed on the ground, sobbing, clutching her stomach as if her own arms could shield her child from the darkness Electra had just unleashed. From that moment on, Luna's life was forever ruined. Because the fear Electra planted that day grew roots deeper than any wound. Every second of her pregnancy became a prison, every night a torment, every dream a nightmare where she lost the one thing she loved most. Her pleas went ignored, her cries unheard, her soul shattered. And though Luna tried to rise again, to fight again, to protect again, the shadow of those 5 disgusting words haunted her forever. Electra had achieved what no one else could. She broke Luna in a way that could never be mended. She ruined her life not with blood or violence, but with words that tore apart her spirit, her future, and her hope, ensuring that Luna would never again live free of fear. The hours after Electra spat those 5 disgusting words were not measured in minutes or seconds for Luna, but in the suffocating rhythm of her sobs, the pounding of her terrified heartbeat, and the unrelenting echo of, "Your baby will die suffering." That curse looped inside her skull endlessly. Though she whispered to her unborn child, "Mama will protect you," the truth was carved across her pale face, across her shaking hands, across the way she couldn't take a step without feeling shadows chaining her ankles. It only grew worse when Finn, her cousin, walked in later that evening to check on her. His eyes were full of clinical concern but also quiet suspicion. Even though he had never been told the full truth of Electra's hatred, he could sense something had shattered. "Luna, what happened?" he asked softly. She looked up at him with swollen eyes and cracked lips. She wanted to scream that Electra had cursed her, threatened her baby, ruined her life with words that felt like a death sentence. But nothing came out except a trembling, "I'm fine." Finn didn't believe it, but he couldn't press further. Not when she clutched her stomach like a woman trying to hold the world together with bare hands. Later, when Poppy found her daughter curled up on the bathroom floor whispering apologies to her unborn child, she demanded answers. But all Luna could say between sobs was, "She hates me, Ma. She wants my baby gone." Poppy swore to protect her, but even she knew Electra's words had cut too deep. From that night on, Luna's world turned into a landscape of fear. She jumped at every knock on the door, flinched at every phone call, and saw Electra's smirk in every shadow. Her pregnancy became torment. Her joy drowned. Even when doctors reassured her, even when RJ whispered, "I'll protect you, Luna, nothing will happen to our baby," his promises felt fragile, like splintered glass in her trembling hands. Electra barely needed to lift another finger. Her poison had already done its job. Luna's nights were filled with screams, clutching her stomach as if knives were slicing her from the inside. Finn checked her vitals, insisting she and the baby were fine, but Luna wanted to scream, "Nothing will ever be fine again." At Forrester Creations, Luna stumbled through her work. Her sketches were torn, her colors muted, her mind clouded. Electra, watching from across the room, offered a faint smile, a smile that said, "I've already won." Weeks later, during a presentation, Luna collapsed in front of Ridge, Steffi, Hope, and the rest of the fashion team, screaming, "Please don't take my baby. Don't let her take my baby." The room froze in shock. Steffi rushed to her side. RJ held her, sobbing. Hope whispered, Who's trying to take your baby?" But Luna couldn't speak Electra's name. Saying it out loud felt like sealing her child's fate. And so, Electra stayed hidden in the shadows, thriving on Luna's torment. She sent notes saying, "Not long now," and baby clothes dyed black. She left boxes with stuffed lambs carrying the message, "Every lamb is led to slaughter." Rumors spread that Luna was losing her mind. Electra played the role of concerned colleague, fanning suspicions until people whispered that Luna might be unstable. Even RJ, though loyal, began to fray under the weight of her fear. Luna whispered through tears, "She already ruined me, RJ. I'll never feel safe again." The haunting echo of those 5 words gnawed her from the inside. "Your baby will die suffering." And Electra's final act of cruelty came at Forrester's Grand Fashion Gala. Luna, desperate to prove herself, walked on stage determined to reclaim her confidence. But the projector screen flickered, not with her designs, but with videos Electra had secretly arranged. Clips of Luna's private breakdowns. Her crying, clutching her stomach, begging unseen shadows. "Please don't take my baby." Footage of her midnight screams. Spliced with chilling text. "Not long now. Every lamb is led to slaughter. Your baby will die suffering." The crowd gasped in horror. Steffi froze. Ridge looked furious. Hope covered her mouth. Poppy leapt to her feet, screaming, "Turn it off! Turn it off!" But the damage was done. Luna stood frozen, pale as death, her sketchbook falling from her trembling hands. She shook her head, whispering desperately, No, that's not me. That's not what it looks like. She did this. Electra did this." Her frantic voice cracked in the silence. But the audience only stared back, with pity, with disbelief, with confusion. And in that moment, Electra's victory was complete.